Now today we start new topic, main topic of this chapter, straight line. So see, the simplest locus in a plane is a line. So straight line is also an example of locus. So see the geometric condition for the straight line. The characteristic property of this locus is that if we find the slope of a segment joining any two points on this locus, then the slope is constant. So see here with the help of this diagram, these points A, B, C, D lie on this line. When we calculate slope of AB, slope of AC, slope of BD, then slope of the segment joining any two points on this line, we get slope as a constant. That means slope of AB, slope of BC is same. If a line meets x-axis in the point A of A0, then A is called the x-intercept of the line. We know that when point lie on x-axis, its y-coordinate 0. So this point is on x-axis. If the line meets y-axis in the point B of 0B, then B is called the y-intercept of the line. So this point lie on y-axis, and we know that when point lie on y-axis, its x-coordinate is 0. So in this way, when y-coordinate is 0, then the point lie on x-axis. When x-coordinate is 0, then the point lie on y-axis. So from that we can find the x-intercept and y-intercept of that line. So we draw here a diagram. So if we consider this point which is on x-axis, so the coordinate of this point is A0. So this is coordinate of point A. So the distance of this point A of A0 from origin is small a, and the distance of this point OB from x-axis is small b. So this point 0B is on y-axis, its x-coordinate is 0. Point A0 on x-axis, its y-coordinate is 0. So we remember this remark. Number 1, a line parallel to x-axis has no x-intercept. That means the line parallel to this x-axis, we do not get x-intercept. Similarly, a line parallel to y-axis, we do not get y-intercept. So we write here a line parallel to y-axis has no y-intercept. Then inclination of a line. So see the definition. The smallest angle made by a line with the positive direction of x-axis measured in anticlockwise sense is called the inclination of the line. So in short, we say the angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis is inclination of that line. So we denote inclination by theta, and this theta may be 0 or greater than 0 and must strictly less than 180 degree. So see here in a remark, two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same inclination. So when we have to show the given lines are parallel, so with the help of their inclination we can show the given lines are parallel. Number 2, the inclination of x-axis and a line parallel to x-axis is 0, because the angle made by the line parallel with x-axis is 0, and similarly the line parallel to x-axis also makes angle 0 with x-axis. Then the inclination of y-axis and line parallel to y-axis is 90 degree. So here is one print mistake. Instead of 900 we required 90 degree. Then next concept, slope of a line. If the inclination of line is theta, then tan theta, if it exists, because we know that when theta equals to 90 degree, then we cannot define tan 90, that is not defined. So we write here, if it is not exist, is called the slope of the line. That means if we measure inclination in tan ratio, then that tan ratio is nothing but the slope of that line. We denote it by small m, so we write here slope m is equals to tan theta. So this is when we know the inclination of the line. So with the help of this formula we can find a slope of a line. If a of x1 y1 and b of x2 y2 are any two points on non-vertical line whose inclination is theta, then verify that tan theta equals to y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2, where x1 not equals to x2. That means if we know any 2 point on the line, so with the help of these 2 point we can find the slope of that line. So remember these points while solving the problem. The slope of the y-axis is not defined, because we know that the angle made by the y-axis with positive x-axis is 90 degree. So tan 90 not defined, so we say here the slope of y-axis is not defined. Similarly, the slope of a line parallel to y-axis is not defined. So the line parallel to y-axis is also make angle 90 degree with positive x-axis. So the line parallel to y-axis, its slope is not defined. The slope of x-axis is 0 because x-axis make angle itself is 0. So tan 0 is 0. So the slope of x-axis is 0. The slope of a line parallel to x-axis is also 0. And the line parallel to x-axis also makes angle 0 with positive x-axis. So the line parallel to x-axis has a slope 0. Then next remark. Two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. So you can say two lines are parallel if their inclination with positive axis is same, or with the help of slope, if their slope is same, then we say that two lines are parallel. So see the first example. Find the slope of the line whose inclination is 60 degree. That means here value of theta is given, which is 60 degree. So with the formula, so see here in solution we write the tangent ratio of the inclination of line is called the slope of the line. So we write here formula. Before that given part, theta equals to 60 degree. So write here inclination theta equals to 60 degree. Therefore slope equals to tan theta. So we substitute theta as 60 degree, and we know that tan 60 is root 3. So here is one print mistake. Tan 60 is root 3. See second example. Find the slope of the line which passes through the points A of 2, 4 and B of 5, 7. So we write here in solution, the slope of the line passing through the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is given by m is equals to y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. So where x1 not equals to x2, so write here slope of line AB equals to, therefore slope of line AB equals to 4 minus 7, that is y1 minus y2. y1 is 4, y2 is 7. So we write in numerator 4 minus 7 upon x1 minus x2. Here x1 is 2 and x2 is 5. So write 2 minus 5. So 4 minus 7 we get minus 3. 2 minus 5 we get minus 3. So minus 3 upon minus 3, which we get 1. Then perpendicular lines. We know that the coordinate axes are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, a horizontal line and a vertical line are perpendicular to each other. Slope of one of them is 0, whereas the slope of other is not defined. So we draw here diagram. So this OX and OY are the coordinate axes which are perpendicular to each other at origin. Similarly, we draw line L1 and line L2 which are perpendicular to each other. So this line L1 is horizontal line and this line L2 is vertical line. So horizontal and vertical lines are perpendicular to each other.